everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of Sunday Spin. Really quick, I'm sure you guys have all heard the news. We have announced Camp Punksylvania 2020. Woo! It is going to be September 9th through 12th in Artemas, Pennsylvania at Four Quarters. Head over to camppunksylvania.com. All the information is there. Tickets are going to go on sale March 12th, so stay tuned for that. Go like us on all platforms. We'll be dropping promo codes, all sorts of cool merch, more info on lineup announcements and all that cool stuff too, so do not miss it. Anyway, Terry, who are you listening to this week?
All right, well, my mood has been just the best it's ever been for a really long time. Again, still don't know if I can make it, but just the idea that I can actually help and build camp and be a
You're coming. We're shipping you here. It's happening.
I'm building a raft. But anyways, I wanted something that was nice and airy and just added some pep to my step. So with this album, they came out last year. I went with the Drones Under Tension. Great album. It's that album that makes you just want to hug your friends, and a lot of campfire stories, and it makes you want to just be around people. And right now, I miss it. I'm sure you miss it too. And this music has been just really adding that pep to my step. Loud choruses, and it's like those choruses where everybody's just grabbing a beer and chugging and just singing along and getting together. Fantastic. I can't get enough of it. A couple good songs that came out of that album for me were Cue the Violins. We all know that person. Just that person that there's always something wrong and it just never stops and it just drowns on you, and eventually you just want to cue the violins and just be like, meh. So if you're that person, just keep being you. Who gives a shit what I have to say about it? You know what? Be salty or angry, whatever. You just do you. The other one is The Harder They Come, and it's been in my head constantly. It's just such a fun song. It's got that chorus that just makes you want to sing, and you will find yourself just singing it all throughout your day. You're like sweeping the floor, da 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 da. It's been like this.
You guys can tell Terry is feeling good this week.
I am feeling great this week, and just music like that just gets me so excited about everything, about life. Spring's almost outside in Canada for another month, but that's okay. We're getting there. And yeah, so definitely, if you want to see this album was put out by Pirate Press Records. If you want to go check it out, go check out piratepressrecords.com. And Laura, who you were spinning this week?
So this week, Terry, you're actually repping them. I'm listening to one of the bands that is going to be on our lineup. Fantastic band out of Pittsburgh, City Escape artists. They dropped in October 2020 I believe it's their third album. It's called Puncture Wounds, and it is, oh my gosh, it's fantastic. It's my favorite of theirs so far. It's just, you can tell that they've been experimenting with a couple different styles and stuff. But Dave has such a beautiful and distinct voice, literally unlike anything I've ever heard before. It kind of reminds me of Face to Face a little bit, but this album was different for me. It hit different. His voice was a little different. You can see his range a little bit more, and the band was just on point. Every song right with each other. I thought it was great. That being said, it's 15 tracks, comes in about a half an hour, and like they have done on their previous records, they open up with a beautiful intro, and I really like the way that this band places their songs. It's almost like a play, you know what I mean? You have an intro, there's an intermission, really, honestly. It's Room to Breathe. It's a beautiful instrumental literally halfway through the record that is really needed because there's so much speed and the lyrics are so, I don't want to say dark, but they're very real and they're very raw and they're honest. They're relatable for a lot of people too, so I think that might be why it hits a little different for me as well. But overall, it's just a really beautiful record. My favorite track is going to be the last song on the record. It's called Going Nowhere. The beginning of it reminds me a lot of Noise, and I love Noise. Anybody that knows me knows that I love Noise. But it was very different. Those opening riffs and the build-up, it was just really nice and tight. I like those gang vocals that you kind of talked about with Drowns. You know how you feel that
it's a build-up.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I I'm super excited to see these guys live this September. I cannot wait. I can't wait to hear more stuff from them. This album was a heavy hitter for sure, and you should go check it out. So that brings us to the next portion of this. Terry, who are you shouting out this week?
So just came out this week from, Thousand Islands Records, Belvedere. They just signed on with the label I want to say last month. So we're like not even February. So they signed on, I guess, they announced it in February, and we're still technically February till tomorrow. But yes, they are coming out with their full length on May 14th. They have actually the art and the variants out right now for sale. And let me tell you, gorgeous. Just beautiful. Now their single, which was Good Grief Retreat, which was their first single since their 2016 album, The Revenge of the Fifth. It's good. You definitely, so we spoke with Cynthia, and she did say that it was still Belvedere-ish. Yes, very much so. But different. I found this song to have a little bit of like a march to it, almost like very like boom, boom, boom. You know, like it just followed its cues, especially in the drumming very well. The vocals nails them every time, so I don't even have to. But I found this single, just this single, to be like Belvedere from 2016, but almost next level and much more polished, which is, you know, something to be said for a band that's already been in the scene since the 90s and are already so polished to begin with. To see them just kind of get even better, was that even possible? If you're listening to the single, yeah, it was. And it's so good too. So make sure you go check it out. Thousand Islands or their Bandcamp. It's streaming everywhere right now, which is Good Grief Retreat. And yes, if you want to go check out their variants for the full length that's coming out, they have like t-shirts and stuff like that. Go check out thousandislandsrecords.com. Laura, who are you spinning this week? Or who's your shout out, I guess?
Well, okay. So everyone knows I'm young. I'm 28 years old. So I love pop punk, okay, you guys? But I love good pop punk. So that means I am listening to MXPX this week. They put out a new video for an old favorite, Heard That Sound off Panic, which was, I think, it was 2004, 2005. It's old. It was forever ago.
Were you even born?
You're hilarious. Yes, I was born. But I appreciate it on a different level. It reminds me of when I was younger, and I love that. I love this band. I love them then, and I love them now. They still sound the same. They look the same. It's fantastic. It's a living room jam, and here you go. We'll see you guys next week.
Without a window to see through, I did my time in here without you. Slept on the floor down in LBC. Meet me back home under the marquee.